that pilot apart. That's two down. Stay up straight. We're winning this one.
No way, is that Wolfie YT? Yes, it is Wolfie YT, back with another awesome Titanfall 2 video, but before the video even begins, I want to take this time to talk about gratitude and how you guys should have some more gratitude, because you get to witness me in all my aura and all my glory, and I can't think of a better blessing, so you're welcome to all of you, especially the faithful ones. I know you're crying. I know you love me. I know you care. Just twinkle my balls and I'll be there. Now, for those of you jackalopes who have played the predecessor Titanfall 2, also known as Apex Legends, you may know this voice line.
Mozambique, yeah.
If you didn't hear that, essentially I said Mozambique here, and this is a reference to the gun, the Mozambique. Now, the Mozambique is a beautiful shotgun pistol that hits like the pred catchers who would do anything but call the cops on me. It's one of the two pistols in the game, and it actually used to be a secondary along with the Wingman Elite until, they just needed apparently it was too broken or something, I don't know. But while we're on the topic of predators, we got my homeboy and we got this big motherfucker who just made it back on the streets, and he's like doing interviews, he's ore farming, and he just doesn't care. So right now he's kind of like the Batman, but instead of, being Batman, he's kind of just a pedophile. Now in this video, there are three big guys that I want to fit, three big topics that I want to accomplish in this video. Number one is the tier list. We're going to put the Mozambique on there. It's gonna be fair. Like, it's not just gonna go on S because I did good with it. We're gonna actually compare it to other weapons, see how it goes against meta, non-meta, blah 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 blah. Stop yapping! For the second topic of the video, I want to do an overview of the Mozambique, which we're just going to be going over all the specs of the weapon, my personal best with it, how good I like it, and we're just going to go over some attachments, some basic things like whether you use suppressor, extended mag, things like that. Now, my personal best game with the Mozambique so far was I was able to finish 52 guys in 15 minutes, which almost puts me on par with my GOAT and idol, Bonnie Blue. And that is a really massive accomplishment, so you guys could congratulate me in the comments or just cash at me $1,000. For the third topic, we're actually going to be going over the Mozambique lore. Yes, there is some Mozambique lore, and it is the boring part, but I assume most people would have clicked off by then. But I am telling you right now, you do not want to click off, because near the end of the video actually gets worse. I actually can't believe I just got stepped on. I hope no one else wants to step on me. I hope no one else wants. And for the number 4 topic, 4 is like a golf thing, but you could use it for other sports too, like bowling. You yell 4, and then you hit your 3-point shot, and then you get kicked out. Now, before I put the Mozambique on a tier list, I want to go over some official specifications. The rate of fire of the Mozam is 27, the fire mode is automatic, the range is 40, its sexuality is bisexual, the damage is 57, the accuracy is 44, and its base magazine capacity is 6, but that could obviously be upgraded with the extended magazine attachment. Now, the Mozambique has a lot going for it. The damage, the versatility, the one-tap headshot, the range, and if you're a skilled pilot, you get a lot of value out of it. And if we were just to go off meta weapons, if we were just to put in a tier list with those type of things, it would easily be an A tier, if not an S tier weapon, as it's easy to learn, a little bit hard to master, but if you master this thing, you are just going to be shredding. Now, when you go against skilled pilots using SMGs, you're obviously going to fall short. You can get the upper hand in a lot of situations, but again, that kind of depends on your skill level, but you are kind of nerfing yourself if you're using that weapon going against such pilots. Now, my final verdict for the Mozambique is putting in B tier, and the only reason it's so high is because the skill ceiling is pretty tall, and those who are able to reach the top could get a lot of good games, a lot of kills, and just could get a lot of value out of the weapon in general. It takes a while to learn, and it is not that great in the hands of the unskilled, but once you learn it, it's a fun gun to use either way. I think B tier is definitely the most deserved because it's not a bad weapon, but it's not insane like any SMGs. Sometimes I just really wish I was a rock, because then I'd get all the hot girls, they'd just be asking for me, and if you don't believe me, look at this. And those are 10 out of 10 baddies asking that too, there's no way they're not. It's like, rock me, Mr. Rock. Oh. And like, we've all been there, especially when you're pouring concrete, which I assume most of you have. And when you're, raking for 10 hours, the rocks start to look at you like that. We've all been there. Alright, topic 3, the overview of the Mozambique, and my personal opinion on this weapon is it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite weapons in Titanfall 2. I really wish it was a secondary still, but I could definitely see why it is not. It is one of Owen's favorites. This is actually one of the first weapons Owen ever started to love, so it's very important to us. However, if we want to use the Mozambique like Owen, we have to get in the mindset of Owen. I don't sell buckets or cookies. Stop asking me! So today we're going to be using the Mozambique. We're doing the Owen strat right now. As you can see, we're playing like him, and it's going pretty good so far. The strap. One of the benefits the Mozambique offers is little weapon bloom. As you can see, when I shoot, the shots stay in the same line. It shakes a little bit, but nothing too noticeable, nothing you really need to compensate for with your camera. When you add extended mag, you get a whole 2 shots, and when paired with a suppressor, you could basically turn Titanfall 2 into a stealth game. Okay, so the stealthing only really worked once for me, and that's in this clip, but I mean, it was cool to walk around on my knees in a video game, and it was sped up, so you guys don't know how long I did it. Now, the Mozambique will always be what would used to be called a meme weapon. I know that's kind of unk status using the word meme like that, but I mean, that was a long time ago. So overall, the Mozambique is a great weapon, especially for people who want to use off-meta weapons but don't really want to learn the other ones. The Mozambique's a great one to start with, as it's very forgiving, but also not too overpowered, so I do love the Mozambique. So now we're going to be talking about some lore with the Mozambique, but before we get into that, I actually have a question for all of you, and that's if Wolfie, if I was a dandelion, would you guys blow me? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now we're just gonna jump straight into the lore of the Mozambique. The Mozambique's rich history and folklore spans centuries of ancient trades, coastal... Alright, come here, Dunkery, I'm getting my get back, and if you get back in that tone and shoot me one more time, I am actually going to have the biggest crash out that you have ever... All of this is pre-recorded, so I just gotta act like I was actually recording with my mic while playing it, so grr, I'm so mad! Hole punch hole in drywall, grr, Wolfie smash cake with candle! Brother, I know you did not just mention drywall, so I gotta get off my 16-hour shift at the ball smashing factory to come and fix this hole that you put. Money doesn't grow on trees, and my time's important. It can be spent at the bar or the casino, and now I gotta fix this drywall hole. Fuck! On a very serious note, we're always talking about male gooning and the male gooning epidemic, but why do we never talk about female gooning? Like, how many women do you think have jerked off to the Incredible Hulk? Let me know in the comments down below. So that brings us to the third topic, which is the lore of the Mozambique, which I think we've already been here, but I mean, the race started, we didn't actually start going. So now we're gonna start driving. Now, during a mass migration into the frontier, there started to be a lot of fights, a lot of wars going on, and there seemed to be a demand for an inexpensive weapon. Inexpensive is cheap, by the way, if you're stupid. So the Mozambique met that requirement for a lot of pilots on the frontier at the time, and there was a model being designed for civilian use. However, the civilian weapon was a lot weaker and needed a lot of modifications to actually do some damage with it, but for a normal civilian, it wasn't too bad of a weapon. The name Mozambique actually comes from a real-life training execution drill. If you don't know what that is, you could Google or YouTube it and go see what they do, because it's actually kind of cool. And lastly, the Mozambique was manufactured by Alta Marino Armory, which is just kind of a weapons dealer in Titanfall 2 and Apex Legends, so it's good to know that they survived this long and they're still making Mozambiques to the current setting. And that's basically most of the lore of the Mozambique. There obviously isn't a lot, as it is just a shotgun pistol in the game, but it's cool to see it's been in so many games of Titanfall and, you know, that hideous Apex Legends. A big thank you to you jackalopes who watch this video. I really appreciate your support. If you want to see the artist who draws my thumbnails, just type that in on Instagram, and if you want to see mine, it's right there. I don't post much, however. For the next video, let me know what you guys want to see, whether that's a weapon, pilot, titan, just shoot me some ideas. It should be out a lot sooner. I've just been extremely busy. But other than that, have an awesome possum day, and I hope your pillow is cold and you eat an apple.